Hello, horses. It is time again for a PMC coach interview, and today I would like to introduce and welcome my friend Kyle to the PMC D League. Welcome, my friend.
Nay, I'm a
Now,
horse.
Kyle, would you like to tell everyone who you are the coach for?
The Mesquite Mesprits. It's not a team at all. It's just Mesquite
Ah,
Mesprits.
part of the Clean Logo Club. That logo is beautiful.
That logo is amazing. I paid like $20 for that. It better be amazing.
Now, people, as for everybody's interviews that you have seen so far, his information is on the screen, but it will also be in the description as well as all the coaches.
Damn
So
straight.
feel free to check out his YouTube and his Twitter and his SoundCloud because he flexes like Machamp.
Dude, it's fire. I'm amazing.
All right, so let's get this thing popping, shall we?
It's pop. It's
All
pop.
right, so Kyle, how long, if at all, have you been playing League format?
Jesus Christ. Shit. It's been like since like August. I think that's when I started. Like July or August. So it's been almost a year. Yeah, a long time.
Oh wow! So you've been in the game for a year. It's almost been about a year for me too as well. I mean, I've always been kind of aware of the format, but I didn't physically join it, like get the opportunity to join it till last summer.
Yeah, like I always knew about it because I've been watching the GBA since like fucking season 2. So I've been there for a long time, but I just didn't ever talk to anybody. But then I was in like Miguel's stream and someone was advertising a league, and that's how I got in that shit.
Ah, nice and plugging a league in somebody else's stream. That's absolutely horrible.
I've done that before.
All right, so Kyle, do you prefer Showdown or Wi-Fi for your leagues?
Showdown, it's quicker. So yeah.
That was short and to the point. So
Yeah.
you don't believe the hype about Showdown being way more hacksy than Wi-Fi?
I always get the hack, so I don't give a fuck.
People, you hear it here. We have it nice and black and white. He ain't holding nothing back. He says he'd just be able to get his games in nice and quick on show.
Hey man, I beat Eric because he missed a gunk shot and I swept him with Gyarados. So. Ah.
Oh man, a lot of justice coming through. Now, Kyle, without relaying any information, because obviously this is going out. Yeah, honestly, I think these will go out after the draft, but we're recording this before the draft. Hint, hint, hint.
Mm.
What is your favorite Pokemon to use in this format?
Oh man, it's a secret, isn't it? Like nobody knows at all. It's Honchkrow, obviously. Fucking 6-0ing people every day. Fuck you, Dolphin. So yeah, it's gonna be Honchkrow. I'm gonna kill everybody with Honchkrow because I actually got it in this league. Hey.
Ah, the nice and Honchkrow is his favorite mon. I mean, I think that probably should be your mascot instead of a Lugia. Just saying.
I would, and I thought about it because I also love Murkrow a lot too. But Honchkrow is a little bit more mainstream. Lugia isn't as popular, and I just love Lugia's design too. And I love using it in Ubers. If Lugia was able to use in leagues, which I have used in an Ubers league, I would use drafted every time because it's also amazing.
The Great Wall, people, the Great Wall, and
The great
this
crow
is going to
music.
be his first excuse to get back into actually uploading content on his channel, people.
Yeah.
So we are getting him out from under the rock. Patrick is alive. Now,
Yeah.
Kyle, what mon do you think is overrated in this format?
Mega Charizard X.
Oh
It's-
wow, that's That's not confusing. That's different. I was just gonna go ahead and say some of the examples we've had previously. I mean, some people have said Mew. I had
That's
somebody say Mega Altaria.
That I was actually gonna say that too, but it's just because when you see Mega Charizard X on a team, and you're like, shit, how do I prep for this? That is the very first thing you're always gonna prep for, and everyone's gonna have a very set plan on how to deal with a Mega Charizard X. And honestly, people don't use it very well. So, and I've never seen a Mega Charizard X work out very well. I've drafted Mega Charizard X myself. It doesn't work out very well.
Ah, so apparently Megazord X is just not cut out for the format as everybody tries to say it is. To be fair,
If-
I haven't really seen it do as much as it's cracked out to be, as much as people say it's going to do myself, so I can see where you're coming from.
If Charizard got Grass Knot, it would be way better just because Grass Knot's boosted by Tough Claws and 130 special attack. Because every single one of the things that beat Charizard would get fucked by a Grass Knot.
Alright, if Charizard, Dragonite, and Gyarados all got Brave Bird, I'd be a happy man.
Brave Bird Dragonite. That would be broken. That'd be amazing.
Talk about Quetzal sweeping.
Oh my god. Does it get Sky Attack? Because I would kind of want to do a Power of Dragonite.
I think the only move it might get flying-wise is Aerial Ace, possibly.
I think it gets Wing Attack, but...
Wing Attack, everybody
Same
gets.
thing.
Anybody with wings gets Wing Attack.
It gets Sky Drop, so there's that.
Alright, so, Kyle, I know you personally, but the rest of these people don't. What is your favorite type of play style, and what is your least favorite?
Favorite is obviously offense, because that's all I do. I would do offense not because I'm most comfortable with it, but because it's the most entertaining to me, and that's what I'm doing here. Is I'm being entertained. And my least favorite's probably gonna be Volt Turn. I've used it before, and I'm not very good with it because I'm more of a fan of just fucking one-shotting everything.
Yeah, I mean, I am more of a hyper offensive player myself. If I can sit in there and just put as much offensive pressure on you to make you sweat,
yeah,
I will do it. Sweating is good for the soul.
Sweating makes you lubed, and everyone needs to be lubed.
Yes. Indeed, indeed. So, Kyle, everyone, by the time this is dropped, I would have already put out the announcement vid talking about the Suspect Test editions. How do you feel about the Suspect Test editions, my friend? And if you need me to go over all of them just so you can get a refresher, I can.
Oh, I got it. It's fine. Normally, I don't like to unban things just because my whole philosophy is I'd rather my opponent beat me because they're good and not because they have Landorus Incarnate and one-shot all of my Pokemon. But I drafted Mega Metagross, so I'm not going to talk shit at all, and I'm going to kill people with Mega Metagross, so for this season, I support it, because I want Metagross.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, you have Metagross, you can say nothing at all, but it is...
I got first pick, so
it's
fuck
Suspect
everybody.
Test, so people, depending on how well things do in the season, will depict on if they make it in the season 2. Now, that's not saying... If Kyle goes 30-0 with Mega Metagross, we'll ban it, because it all depends on how he played it, you know? Because it's not like he's going to be able to just sit in there with Mega Metagross and click one move because it's so broken. People have the opportunity to plan for it, and it all depends. Like, if people obviously had opportunities to kill it and didn't, that will not penalize Mega Metagross. That's at least how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
if there's a team that just fucking couldn't do anything about it, then that's, oh man, Metagross is a little too broken for that. But if people have a plan, if people have a way to beat it, but they just don't because they play wrong, then that's not Metagross, that's them.
Yeah, because I've went up against a team in a league before that, RG, who was also in this league, ran called a PDL, and his team was frightening. He had both Mega Metagross and Hoopa Unbound, and Mega Alakazam. and Salamence that I had to prep for offensively, and I was frightened, but I was able to take down the Mega Metagross with a foul play from the Moongus.
Foul play is absolutely the best way to beat Metagross, because if Metagross is adamant, it one-shots it entirely. If it's Jolly, it does like 80 to 90 or something like that. So foul play is how you beat it. That's it.
Yeah, like, there's obviously ways. I honestly think Mega Metagross being in, like, if it makes it in, I just think we'll probably see stuff like Bisharp and Honchkrow and Crawdon more. And
Yes.
just bring out more dark types, because Sucker Punch from a Bisharp will absolutely destroy Metagross.
Yeah, that's seeing that opinion a lot. Is basically as soon as Mega Metagross comes out, that makes Bisharp viable, and I like that because I like Bisharp too.
Yeah, and Bisharp really doesn't see too much light in this format, so I'd like to see it get some. Now, let me see. Are there any mons you'd like to see allowed in this format that are currently not allowed or deemed broken or banned or whatever you want to call it? Are there any mons you feel we should Suspect Test in the future to allow in?
I usually say Deoxys Speed, just because its attacking stats are like 90, and that's acceptable. it punishes offense a lot, but it's not hard to take down with it priority moves and shit like that. And honestly, its best role is to hazard stack. So it's basically like super Selgor. So I'd say Deoxys speed.
Yeah, see, my thing with Deoxys is just like Pokemon. It's like for me, certain Pokemon look like they should be banned in leagues. You know, like Darkrai looks like it should not be allowed in the league. Kyurem Black normally would look like it shouldn't be allowed in the league. I don't know. I can't see. Maybe Deoxys just because Deoxys speed isn't overwhelming. It's just ridiculously fast. I believe it's the fastest mon in the game.
Yeah, I believe it's 180, and it's got like 90 base. Everything else,
So,
just
I mean,
somewhere on there.
Who knows? Once Season 2 comes around, we'll probably vote on some more mons to suspect test. We'll probably take the ones that were suspect tested in the season that didn't make it in, give them another chance, and see how things go forward like that.
Yeah, I'd say Deoxys defense too, but no one wants to play Deoxys defense, so
Yeah, nobody
no.
wants to play Deoxys defense. Alright,
So there's no reason.
let's see. Kyle, what is your overall strategy going forward, going into this league? Now, that could be anything from what was your strategy for the draft, or how you look about, like, how you're looking at preparing for each match. Do you just want to come in and overpower everybody, or are you going to plan specifically for each person? What are you looking to do?
Obviously when I draft, I usually I need a couple different types for offense. I usually try and go for dark, fighting, and flying, which a lot of people lack resistances to. I try to get at least one Pokemon above 115 speed, and a couple Pokemon above 100, and then, you know, and obviously I prep for each person individually, and I make sure that I try and make sure that there isn't anything that can overpower me, which sometimes fails, obviously, because playing hyper offense isn't the most clever way of playing, and it's easily beatable. But it's the play style I most enjoy. So that's the simple answer to it: is I play in the most fun way possible, but also to where I can beat my opponent.
I like that. See, like I said earlier, I'm more of an offensive player myself, but I do like having switch-ins for other people. You know, I'd never just... I went blindly offensive against one person, but that was just because their offense broke through my walls anyway. So I had no reason not to go fully offensive against it. Whereas situations like that, I will go fully offensive all the time. So, I mean, I guess I can say I differ against the person. But I don't like playing passive, man. I like being the one forcing you to make decisions. Like, yeah, you can stay in if you want, but I'm going to hit you as hard as I can in the face.
I mean, you're like use Kyurem Black better than anybody I know, so that should be a definition right there.
Yeah, I had to do some research on, well, I didn't really do research. I just started thinking more when I used Kyurem, because the first 2 weeks I had it, I just ran it scarfed, and it didn't work out. It made it not be like Life Orb Kyurem is a insane, very hard to prep for.
Yes, people use it to punish offense. It's not to punish offense. It punishes walls. It's a wall breaker. That's what it is.
All right. So how confident are you heading into everything? I mean, with the draft, how do you feel about your team? Do you feel as if the team you drafted, barring Mega Metagross and everything like that, gives you a good chance to win it all? How do you feel going in? How confident are the Mesquite Mesprits?
When I first drafted, I still adore my team. It's probably one of my favorite teams I've ever drafted. But after like having my test battle with Trev, and after seeing the people that are in the league and hearing you talk about them, I feel really fucking outclassed, because you have a lot of fucking really good people in this league right now. And I think with the team I can make it, but I'm gonna have to try really, really hard, because these people are terrifying.
And listen here, one, you're a good player, so you don't need to worry about anything. Just play your game the way you know how. I like that you bring the offensive side of things, because a lot of people don't like to play that, you know? A lot of people...
Too many people draft fat.
Yeah, people like, no, you need switch-ins. What, like, there's a lot of times where I'm prepping, and people are like, oh, well, what's your switch-in to this? And I'm just like, well, what if I don't want to switch in? What if I just want to hit it as hard as I can, let that go down, and then bring in something else to kill it?
Literally everything on my team kills it back anyway. I don't need to switch it in when it's not going to use a move.
What if I'm not trying to take hits, you know? I'm trying to be on the offensive, and I like that about you. You pretty much play, like your style of play is like mine. I just want to get in there and hit people more. Even though
Yeah.
with leagues, I kind of changed it up to just because sometimes there's only small things that are unplannable. Like you can't expect. Hidden
Yeah.
power you can always expect. Different moves on the move sets you can always expect. But stuff like choice scarf metagross that's a slow metagross just to trick the scarf onto your slow king like Sharpedo did to me in season 1. Stuff like that you can't plan for.
Will-O-Wisp and Fernape to dodge your Weavile.
Will-O-Wisp
Ah.
and Fernape to beat the counter weave. I
got
Shout outs to
tossed.
Asia. We love you, bruh. We love you, and we love Weavile as well since it got destroyed. Destroyed.
Who drafted Weavile here? I'm gonna fucking punch that thing in the face. Who drafted it? Who
Funny
drafted
enough,
it?
you would think Orso would since he is the Windsor Weaviles, but I don't. I'm actually about to check to see if it's drafted
I
right
think
now.
nobody picked Weavile. Nobody picked Weavile.
Yeah, I think it may actually be free. That
It is
would,
undrafted. There's a lot of really good undrafted Pokemon. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's funny, especially with 16. 16. Hello. Especially with 12 teams, we still have a lot of undrafted Pokemon. It's very surprising. Now, Kyle, who would you say are your top threats going into this season?
Like on my team?
No, like
Or-
the people that are threats to your chasing of the championship.
I would say Trev, but he's moved to the other conference now. I don't know most of the people on this side. I'm a little bit of afraid of Adam. His team is a little scary. As well as Aki. Those are probably the two people I'm the most afraid of.
Wait. Whoa. I'm just now looking at your conference,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I have Adam and Aki in my division.
Good
so
lord.
fuck me. I play
I'm
this twice.
sorry.
The only person I play this season that I'm not really afraid of is gonna be Dolphin, and I'm gonna punch everything on this fucking team because he stole Honchkrow from me in the WPF.
So looking at your conference, I'm not counting you out. You can beat them. Your team is. It's not like their teams are 10,000 times better than yours. A lot of these teams are amazing, but it's looking like, no offense to the other conference in your, the other division in your conference, but it's looking like CJ might, from just me looking on the outside in because I know how good of a player CJ is, it looks like he should grab the win in his division.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
yours is really looking like a toss-up. But I'm not
Yeah,
counting you out.
right.
It
Well, the
looks
thing
like
is,
a
I
toss-up.
see that both of them kind of get tossed by Metagross, honestly.
Doesn't everybody get tossed by Metagross? You're looking like Dan right now. Not only
Yeah.
do you have Metagross and Conkeldurr, you have Rampardos. So you also have his ex-mascot. You're looking like A-Drive.
AKA A-Drive! I'm gonna head smash everything.
Yo!
If there's anybody that...
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka
AKA
A-Drive.
A-Drive!
And this is my fiance Danny, aka A-Jive. And today, people, we got some Splatoon content.
Splat. G-Day, everybody.
Oh man, let's move on. I'm having way too much fun with these interviews. Now, who are you most excited to play against?
Dolphin.
Well,
I
people,
didn't get to play him season 3, and he's got Greninja. That's his 220 now. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna punch everything. Everything on his team is gonna get one shot, and I'm gonna make sure that happens. He has normal Metagross. You think your fucking normal Metagross can take a hit from anything on my team? Fuck that.
that when your Metagross switching is normal Metagross. That's
He's gonna
be
bring
his
Assault Vest.
dedicated switching defensive Metagross.
He's gonna bring, what's the ground berry Shuka? He's gonna bring Shuka Berry Metagross.
Oh my lord.
Guess what tosses the Metagross? Honchkrow. Ooh. Mm.
Now, is there anyone you don't want to play this season?
I'd say Trev, honestly, because first of all, obviously he's very, very scary. He's, in my opinion, one of the best battlers here. And also, since he's in that conference, that means we'd be playing in finals, which means I would not be the champion. So, yeah, I don't want to play Trev anymore.
Aw, man. So, with the last question, who will be the PMC D-League Season 1 champion, my friend?
It's gonna be Dolphin.
You heard it here, people. Dolphin noises all around. Dolphin, the coach of the Volt Gates. Are you serious? You're just gonna give Dolphin. You just said you're going to punch a hole in him with your team, but you're gonna give him the championship.
I'm gonna beat him. I will absolutely. I will 6-0 Dolphin, but
Your
no one else
schedule
will.
is not easy, my friend. My lord.
No,
I'm looking
no,
at
it's
your
not at
schedule
all.
now, and it's looking like you play. Oh my lord, you play
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
The only wins I can look at and say are going to be easy for you. Again, no disrespect for any of the other players. This is just
Dolphin?
because he is someone who has been playing League format, whereas some of you have not. I would, just looking at the matchup, I would give you the Bermuda Triad Tags matchup. I would give you that win. And I would give you the win against the Windsor Weeviles. And the Voltgate Zorks.
And the Volgate Zoroarks. Oh yeah.
You and RG would be a toss-up. You and CJ would be a toss-up.
And I would get tossed up by everyone else.
You heard that, people. Kyle's out here tossing people's salad. Wait.
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 Wait. Hold up a second.
That's what's going to happen. Alright, people, this is your coach for the Mesquite Mesprits, your commissioner as well, Jspeckz, and keep an eye out for the rest of the shenanigans coming for PMCD League Season 1. Say goodbye, you horse.
I'm gonna toss your salad.
Oh, no!